What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and pretty recently I've been trying to teach a couple of friends how to play League. We queue up and I get all psyched up thinking we're gonna go in, kick some ass, but it never ends up going as well as I expect it to. And I realized that teaching people how to play the game is actually really hard. So in case you're doing the same, here's a couple of tips to help you out. Let's get started. Alright, so before anything, you really need to get into the mental attitude of an actual teacher. Whoever you're teaching will make mistakes. They will mess up often, and they're probably going to cost you a lot of games. But at the end of the day, you need to just teach them the best you can. So make sure to be patient, kind, and try to really care about how much they're learning, just like a normal teacher would. Okay, so first when teaching your friend, I recommend that you make sure they understand the very basics first. Things such as moving around, buying items, using and level up skills, etc. are hard to learn during the game since you don't really have that much time to stop and think for a few minutes. So maybe spend a bit of time in a custom game first, or at least explain it out to them. I would recommend to dumb these things down as much as possible, so tell them to do things such as buying the recommended items or things like that, just to simplify the process as a whole. In addition to that, I would recommend that you go on a voice chat system to make communicating and teaching them easier, as well as bringing in an extra person to help you teach. That can be useful too. And also, I would advise that you go duo bot lane or duo top lane with your partner, since that way you can just babysit them and be watching them the entire time, telling them what to do. And also, you might want to play on a Smurf account so that the games can be a little bit more evenly matched, as learning the game versus high-level players can be a bit more difficult. Alright, I've noticed that there are two major ways that you can teach someone how to play. The first is to teach them with a focus on mechanics, while the second is to teach them with a focus on decision making, ignoring mechanics almost entirely. If you stick to the theme of going in a dual lane, it's really just the difference between teaching them support or teaching them how to AD carry. Now, if you teach them how to AD carry, which is the mechanics heavy way, it will take a lot longer and you're probably going to lose a lot of games. You might want to just play a ton versus bots, where you simply just go really easy if you choose this route. However, this will give your friend good mechanical skills and they'll learn things such as positioning, CSing, kiting, and other strong, important mechanics of the game. Now, if you teach them how to support, you focus more on the decision-making aspect of the game. Map awareness comes a lot easier as you teach them how to ward, and they can learn how to play aggressive in lane and how to peel in teamfights. This is actually the way that I learned the game. However, if you teach someone this way, their mechanics are actually going to be pretty terrible for a long time, which is what happened to me. They'll have to relearn major mechanical skills such as CSing later on if they want to play other roles. However, I think teaching someone support is a lot easier and a lot faster, and you're going to win a lot more games throughout the whole process, since it will be easier for you to carry them and make sure that they don't feed. Either way, both have pros and cons for both, so I would actually advise that you lay out the pros and the cons of each method to your friend and just let them pick. Anyways, when you're teaching them, make sure that throughout the game, you try to avoid pointing out minor things. You don't want to distract them with massive amounts of information, but rather just focus on skills and work on them, such as CSing, positioning, or harassing. Don't make it too hard for them or pile on a ton of information at once, and don't give them a hard time when they mess up. You really just want to babysit them and tell them things such as what they need to be doing, where to position, when to back up or go in, etc. And at that point, you just go through the process of learning the game mechanics and the game knowledge, and eventually they'll get a lot better. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on how to teach people how to play League. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of my others on the screen right now, or stay connected at facebook.com/gamingcurios. I'd love it if you could support me with a like, and make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future if you enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.